What is up, y'all? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well. And welcome to week 11 of the weekly headliner update. And now, if you're new to the weekly headliner, what we talk about is what is to come in the week for Marvel Strike Force. And then we also recap some of the important topics from the previous week as well. Now, this week, we do have patch. We have patch week this week. So 3 new playable characters that are coming to the game. We're also prepping for the 3-year MSF anniversary event, which definitely has a little bit of controversy to it. And we also have a few blitzes that are going on and so much more, guys, to talk about in this week's weekly headliner. And guys, we're starting right now. Welcome back, guys, and if it's your first time coming to the channel here, would like to see some more Marvel Strike Force content, then consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell so that you know when my videos do go live. And in the description, there are some links there. One to my Twitch page. I do stream Marvel Strike Force content weekly, so come check me out there. My Discord server link is also down below, and a few other, social media links here. But listen, first up this week we got these blitzes, right? So first blitz of the week is going to be for America Chavez. So she's a part of the Women's Month or Women's History Month celebration here. And I'm liking this vibe from Scopely in regards to kind of these celebrations there. Black History Month last month, and then also, Women's History Month. I can appreciate that, right? So America Chavez, first blitz. Now, she's not a great character. She's not an OP character, but she's usable, on that Young Avengers as well as a Hero Brawlers team. She does do pretty good damage with that special ability, and with her ultimate, she is able to clear, some positive effects here. But like I said, not a great character, but does have usefulness in terms of, in terms of earlier players, or for earlier players, I should say. She also does have the Cosmic and the Mystic tag. So I know that a lot of players earlier typically are looking to find characters. It's hard to find characters for both those campaigns, Cosmic and Mystic. She does have those tags, so you definitely can use her in that Mystic portion, of the 4-year campaigns there. She is a 15 shard to unlock as well, so you don't really have to worry here too much about being able to unlock her. Get through all the milestones, and you'll be able to get 21 shards and be able to unlock America Chavez. Now, for the next blitz on Thursday, we have Scream, and this obviously is going to be, a more exciting blitz, right? This is a character that's very good on that symbiote team. She does a lot of damage, for them, and the speed ups, on kill is very important. She's stripping buffs, and then she's also, she's also applying some debuffs to the enemy team. Very good character. She's also right now in the RTA milestones too. So I mean, you're gonna be able to get some additional shards for her here. If you get through all the objectives from a free-to-play perspective, you're gonna be able to get 45 shards. And if you do the premium, which is the $20, well, you can do the $40, but that's too expensive in my opinion. But the $20 and get all the objectives, you're gonna be able to get a full 100 shards for Scream there, which actually might be a better way for you to get shards, because this blitz is going, both of these blitzes actually are going to be coinciding with the blitz milestone event going on right now for Moon Knight, and that's going to make it significantly harder to get some of those shards if you're an earlier player and don't have a 20 plus blitz rotation team and can get those high points. So when we're talking about numbers and predictions here, if we take a look at this, Minerva's numbers, well, these are pretty low. I think we made these predictions not knowing what the the blitz milestone was going to look like for Moon Knight, so numbers were pretty low here. I'm thinking that we're probably going to be shooting up to like the 45 million range, for top 1 to 100. Top 1, gonna be a little higher. So the blitz predictions numbers, those are going to be going out sometime. Well, obviously America Chavez's, you'll see that today, and then on Thursday you'll see Scream. So plan definitely to blitz hard. For earlier players, it's probably going to be a little harder for you to get those shards, but at least we do have RTA going on for Scream, and we also do, it's a low 15 shard unlock, for America Chavez as well. All right, as mentioned, we got a couple events going on this week, right? Well, excuse me. We have one event going on right now, which is the Moon Knight event, which these blitzing heavily, rating heavily. We're actually going to go through a spreadsheet really quickly, but Payday is going to be rolling back around on Friday. Obviously, gold is a very, it's a bottleneck in this game, more so for some than others, but definitely still a bottleneck with, especially right now with that push from level 75 to 80, 2 million gold just to be able to do that, you know. And I think it's what, from 1 to 75, I think it's like 7 million, right? So 7.7 million. So a lot of gold just to be able to take one character. Silver Surfer is rolling around, and we think that he's going to be released via the milestone method, you know, which means that you're definitely going to want to have gold to be at least be able to spend 2.4 million per day, you know, if you want to be able to get all of those shards, right? So payday, very important. Get your mercs ready for that. And that event is going to be this Friday. The new moon event, we have 6 more days left. It's 7 days right now for me, but I'm recording this video the day before. So for you and for me tomorrow, it's going to be, well, today when you're watching this video, it's going to be 6 days left on this event. And it's crazy, man. You know, the amount of blitzes that you have to do. There was the spreadsheet flowing around here. This was actually created, you know, by Neuromancer and Shifter, and Wilberthor also did a video to kind of run down, you know, how to use the spreadsheet as well. So I'm going to link the spreadsheet in the description. I'm also going to link Wilberthor's video too, kind of explaining, you know, how to navigate this spreadsheet. But numbers are broken down here by raids, broken down by blitzes. Very heavy blitz, you know, sort of event for you to be able to get all of the rewards. You know, there's some G15 gear, you know, at the end of the milestones. So they're definitely gonna want to put a lot of effort into it here. But yes, like I said, I'm gonna put that link down in the description, and also Wilberthor's video kind of breaking down that as well. You know, so hopefully that will be, you know, helpful for you guys to, you know, maximize as much as you can get, you know, on this particular Moon Knight milestone event here. All right, and even though we do not have a legendary event rolling around this week, there was a very important update on legendary, specifically in regards to legendary rotation on this past week's, you know, blog post, and reads as such: after 3 years of protecting Nexus Earth, Strike features an impressive list of legendary characters. At this point, we're going to start running older legendary events more often as an added bonus for increased accessibility. This means that there could be more than one legendary running simultaneously, and that they can recur more often, which overall, I think this is actually very good. We've been asking for a legendary cadence, although this is not necessarily a cadence that they're giving us. I think this strikes confidence, I think, for some of the earlier players, that you're going to be able to have access to some of these older legendary events a lot quicker than what we're seeing right now. And also, this is one of the things too I thought was pretty unique, being able to have them running simultaneously. I think we've always said, you know, this is something that they probably could potentially do. So it's good to see that they're actually going to be moving in this, you know, sort of direction here. Now, they also talked about the bonus events that grant 2x shards for the required characters on campaign nodes will run for these legendary events. However, instead of the daily login calendar 7 days that you would normally see at the start of a legendary event, you'll receive an inbox message with the character shards required for the legendary event. 5 characters with 3 shards broken down per character. We're doing this to maximize calendar clutter when multiple legendary events are running and make the process more automated. So although I like the fact that they're going to be running the double drops during the entire legendary event, that I'm pretty happy about. This right here, I just felt like was a little unnecessary. Why drop it down from 5 shards to 3 shards? I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, there's the double drops are going to be lasting the entire time, but it's still RNG based, right? Mobile always says it. 2 times 0 is still 0. I'm not crazy upset. I'm not really upset about this at all. It just seems like they're kind of penny pinching, which I just didn't think was really necessary, you know, my personal opinion. But either way, it kind of is what it is. I thought about this too, actually, now that I'm reading it. They said older legendary events. Like, Black Bolt has been around for a while, right? Does that include Black Bolt? Phoenix has also been around for a long time. Does that also include Phoenix? So curious to whether or not, I'm assuming the reason why they said simultaneously is probably because, you know, legendaries like Black Bolt and Phoenix, might be running around the same time, you know, that maybe another older legendary event is rolling around. So I was just more curious as to whether or not, you know, they're going to be doing that for those legendary as well. But then they did kind of clarify timing of this. So we'll keep you informed of when future legendary events move into this increased recurring pattern. And thus, when the character shards move from the daily login calendar to being instead through inbox messages. So we'll know, ahead of time when this is going to happen. Invisible Woman is going to be the first one that's going to be kicking this off. Now You See Me. More Legends will be added soon, so be on the lookout for future additions. Also curious too as to whether or not they will actually address the idea of adding more legendaries to having them be more permanent, because I definitely think like IW, Magneto, Shuri, those are legendaries. Star-Lord definitely should be permanent legendary. So would like if they kind of, I mean, this is a decent fix, but I think just putting other legendaries, that are older as permanent legendaries would probably be a better way, an easier way to go in my personal opinion. They also talked about the fact that Star-Lord is going to be returning as well. So no legendary event this week, but the following week, you're going to be getting a legendary event for Star-Lord. So very happy. I know a lot of people have been farming, to get their Guardians ready, so that you can unlock Star-Lord. So I'm happy that you guys will have an opportunity for that. And hopefully Invisible Woman is next. It seems like that actually might be the case as well. All right, so as we talked about already, right, we got 3 new characters that are coming into the game here. Patch Day should be sometime this week, usually on Tuesdays. Is kind of what we're expecting here for Patch Day. So Silver Surfer made his drop, or they did a blog post for him on Wednesday. Surprise blog post, by the way. Weren't expecting that, but wasn't dissatisfied. Silver Surfer looks very, very, very good. His kit is very solid. Really good stats, or good stats is what I'm expecting. They mentioned it here that, he's going to have high health, damage, and resistance. He's also going to be a blaster. So for your catalyst challenges, if you're kind of struggling to get that last tier, that tier 12, that catalyst challenge like I am, Silver Surfer looks like you're going to have another opportunity or another character that you could use to kind of fill in. I think a lot of us have already sort of theorycraft, did a theorycraft video this week or last week talking about, teams that he could potentially work on, right? Dad Bros, Fantastic Four, obviously, Doom, working with Doom, X-Men, was one of the teams I mentioned. Inhumans, at least X-Men, I was thinking at least with Bishop, and Jubilee for sure. But yeah, I mean, it looks very good. Damage, piercing damage, clearing, transfer negative effects, also transferring positive effects, 600% piercing is insane, for a special ability, applying disrupts, he's doing a lot of things, clearing immunity. So he looks like he's going to be a character that you can use to beat those Black Order teams, right? Beat that Black Order team, which obviously you're probably going to want. Everything always looks good on paper and then you kind of got to try it out to see exactly how it works. So I'm looking forward to seeing that ability block for 2 turns. So kit looks very solid and very good. Now the question is still out as to whether or not and how he is going to be released. Is it going to be a milestone? I think that's a speculation, but others are thinking maybe some different methods here. They did mention an event campaign, in the in-game mail, they mentioned 3 new playable characters coming to Marvel Strike Force. And we already, at that point, I think we'd already gotten the message about Silver Surfer. And then it's mentioned event campaign. Now, it's highly unlikely, I feel like, he will be an event campaign. He seems more like a milestone character just based on the kit and how good he is. So I don't suspect that he will be an event campaign. That would be extremely generous, I think, in my opinion, for him to be an event campaign. So I definitely think he's going to be more milestone, where you're going to have to spend that gold in order to be able to get him. But who I do think is actually going to be the event campaign character here is most likely going to be Multiple Man. And he was also announced this past Friday as well. I thought one of the things I thought was very interesting for me was some of his traits, right? Hero, City, we definitely knew Mutant and X Factor. And we assumed that there would actually be a protector, some sort of protector on this team eventually, right? So Multiple Man is going to be that character. But the City one, I was kind of curious about that one. I'm not quite sure why they did that. But I'm not mad about it, right? I feel like it gives an option for players to have some other characters that they can use for that Heroes 7-1, right? So remember, once you get to level 70, you got to beat Hero 7-1 before you can do Villain 7-1. And that Villains campaign is extremely important. So you want to be able to unlock that so that you can get to 7-6 to farm Hela. So he gives you another option, at least for Hero 7-1, so that you can unlock, that Villains campaign. So I'm pretty cool with that. In regards to his kit, you know, it's an interesting kit, man. It's an interesting kit. You know, so basically his big thing is that he's summoning dupes. You know, those dupes he's applying taunt to those dupes, and then they're taking damage. You know, with his ultimate ability here, I was a little confused because he's summoning 9 dupes, and I'm like, how is he summoning 9 dupes? But you can only have 10 characters on your side of the field, so how is he summoning 9 dupes? You're gonna have 5 plus. You can only have space for 5 dupes, so I didn't really understand this one per se. Also, with his special, he's summoning 2 dupes. I think passive ability, he's also summoning an additional dupe on war offense. I was crazy when an enemy attacks him, he's summoning a dupe. So this stuff is confusing, and I apologize. That's my son crying in the background, so I apologize for that. But oh my God, I don't know. That was the only thing that confused me. But outside of that, I do like what he's able to provide for the team. He's obviously already going to be getting those heals and going to be getting that barrier from Longshot and also Shatterstar. So I think you add any characters to this team, or to basically, you know, Shatterstar and Longshot, they're going to be amazing, right? You know, so you're adding him, and I think that adds a little bit more value as him being a protector, because those 2 characters are pretty squishy. So being able to have somebody that can help to protect them, I think is good. This I thought was uber dangerous. You know, with his ultimate, he's applying offense up for 2 turns and 2 counters to all X Factor and dupe allies. So this scares me, man. This scares me a little bit because Shatterstar and Longshot are dangerous. So them having offense up is going to be even more insane. They're definitely going to be landing crits then. They're definitely going to be, you know, doing a ton of damage. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The 3rd character looks like is going to be Polaris. They mentioned this in a special ability, in multiple man special. If Polaris is an ally, clear all negative effects from self. So obviously we know Polaris is going to be coming to Marvel Strike Force as well. My assumption, man, honestly, is that she's probably gonna be the Blitz release character. We don't have one. We don't have any actually new characters in Blitz for the month of March, but I would assume that at some point in time, we're probably going to get another Blitz character, and that definitely is going to be Polaris. Speculation, I'm thinking Multiple Man is going to be the event campaign, and then also maybe Silver Surfer is going to be that milestone character. Those are my thoughts. All right, the last thing to talk about here on the blog post, or from the blog post, is the Stellar Celebration. So because Silver Surfer is coming to the game soon, even though you can't recruit him yet, to help prepare for his arrival, he's thrown an event of cosmic proportions, Stellar Celebration. Celebrate 3 years of Marvel Strike Force fun with events that will cause a big bang. The Solar Galactic Celestial Orbs. Make your roster go supernova with the limited time Cosmic Essence currency and the Solar Galactic and Celestial Orbs. Earn Cosmic Essence via Blitz battles, campaign nodes, and select daily objectives. Then use this special currency to open the event orbs in the supply store for orange, purple, and blue gear rewards. So that's going to be coming sometime soon. So I don't know from a timing perspective when this is actually going to happen, if it's going to be this week or if it's going to be the following week. If it does happen this week, it actually wouldn't really hinder much of what you're doing, because a lot of the stuff, activities that you're going to be doing for this particular, anniversary event, you're already doing for the Moon Knight event. So if those are running simultaneously, it's actually really not that big of a deal. But let's go through the milestones, right? Dark Matter milestone. Blast off by opening Solar, Galactic, and Celestial Orbs to earn character shards, gear, gold, training modules. We all need more training modules and gold. I'm cool with that. And definitely gear for sure. Shards are always nice. The Universal Truth milestone. This was the one that was questionable. Turn your war efforts into milestone rocket fuel by spending war credits and elite war credits to hit milestones to earn Cosmic Essence. So this, I think, was a little bit of a frustration point, because it kind of brought up the idea again of, hey, you made a message, you talked about us not hoarding currency or hoarding, orbs and things like that, but then here you are rewarding, basically players for hoarding. And these are a little bit different because, the previous event where you had to hoard was basically cores. So anybody who was hoarding cores for the lunar event, you had an opportunity here to use up your cores. And then here, this is war credit. So in fairness, previously they were telling you not to hoard orbs. They weren't telling you not to hoard other currency. But either way, this doesn't feel good, I think, just because of the whole idea of hoarding. It didn't seem like we were going to have to worry about that anymore. Now, the way I'm going to approach this, honestly, I'm not going to be saving my war credits, man. I'm trying to get gear 15th pieces, and I'm not gonna see them in the store and not grab them, especially when I have, you know, a ton of bio, you know, hyperphages and special analysis that I need to grab. Same thing with those mutant G15. So like, I just can't afford to not grab them when they're there. I need them to get into Dark Dimension. You know, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be buying any shards now, you know, because I usually buy shards and buy, well, it depends. If it's X23 Ghost, you know, I'll probably grab some shards for him. So the way I'm gonna go about this is I'm gonna be grabbing my G15 pieces. I know why people are upset. I'm just not that crazy about it, because it's just, I don't know. It's maybe you have an official gripe, you have an actual gripe about it. I'm just kind of just moving on and doing what I'm gonna do anyways, right? That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. For the anniversary calendar, I thought this was pretty cool. Log in every day for 14 days to earn Cosmic Essence, Gold Promotion Credits, Superior Basic Catalyst, Legacy Orbs, and more. Bonus events will also include 2 times training modules from campaign nodes, 3 times Origin gear from campaign nodes, 2 times ISO 8 crystals. Would have wished that there would be some ions there that you would get double drops for too. And then Energy Overload. When refreshing your campaign energy, earn 2 times the amount. So cool, right? Like the anniversary event, it looks fine so far. Don't like the hoarding aspect of it, right? Like feeling like you need to hoard, you know, war credits. Like I said, I'm not doing it just because I just feel like I can't. I feel like I can't do that right now with the G15s that I need. I need to grab those as soon as I possibly can here. But other things going on. Captain Marvel, double drop for Captain Marvel here. Beast is also going to be farmable, you know, in the Nexus campaign. I kind of skipped over that a little bit earlier, but the Nexus campaign, we are going to be having Beasts, which these things normally typically happen on a Wednesday. So hopefully that will happen this Wednesday, that he'll be farmable there. And then Block Party, you're going to be getting some double drops here for Block Party. Most likely that's going to be happening sometime later this week. But this is kind of all the information to go through here. Probably going to be more stuff to talk about next week as we have other events going on. For the celebration event, I'm sure that there's probably going to be some spreadsheets here to make sure that those are working for you so that you can maximize those rewards. Listen, guys, if you have any questions about anything, leave it in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say about a lot of this stuff going on right now. The anniversary event, you know, these new characters coming in. What are you thinking here about the patch? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. The notification bell, hammer down, guys, on that like button too. Appreciate you guys watching. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe.